Now, come on, you won't get the full 8 months. They'll be in remission.
Of course they will. And we'll look after you, won't we?
You bet we will.
Don't waste your time. I won't be around that long.
Now, Bobby, I'm sick of this. I'm not going to sit here any longer and listen to this silly rot.
It wasn't silly when you did it, was it? Well, I'm going to bust out of this place and no bastard's going to stop me.
Shower block, what is this? What kept you?
Should have known. Set me up, you rotten die.
You catch on real fast, Keen. I've waited a long time for this.
Nobody lags on me, sweetheart. Nobody.
You give me the nod.
Yeah, just keep your eyes open. Well, go on, get going.
Keen, who did this to you?
Ferguson.
If I ain't got neither do you.
A helicopter. What's going on?
Oh, hurry!
Quick, come on.
Shall we go? No, now!
No, Inspector, nothing identifiable. All I can tell you is it was a small helicopter and white in colour.
Governor Winters escaped.
She knows. She's talking to the police now.
Yes, all right. Keep me posted, will you? Thank you.
There wasn't much we could do.
Just a minute. Helen, get me Mrs. Davidson on the line, would you? How many women were out there?
16.
Have you done a head count?
No, there wasn't time. I left them with Crookshank. I came
Look
straight
after
here.
it, will you, Heather? Keep them all together and I'll interview them shortly.
Okay, I'll give you a hand.
No, I want you to stay. Rebecca Keene's been seriously hurt. Hello? Mrs. Davidson, please. Yes, but hurry, it's urgent. She says that you attacked her. It's a serious charge, so I think we better talk about it, don't you?
This was like a barbecue, see? She didn't know that I'd heard. So I didn't have time to tell you.
Will you listen to her? Anyone would think that no one had ever escaped from here before.
You got to admit it was pretty spectacular stuff.
Yeah, come on, Jude. We don't have to worry about her anymore. Winter has gone and she didn't hurt anyone doing it.
Maybe, but that's not what I think.
Come again?
A helicopter. Now, that's pretty classy stuff, and the one thing that Maury ain't got is class. So? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, Maury's sure, maybe a laundry van, a garbage truck, but a helicopter, that's 007 stuff.
You're jealous.
All right, forget I even spoke.
No, you got a point. And how was the way Bobby tried to stop Mari?
Yeah, I'm not really sure that's exactly what she was doing.
What?
Well, she did say she wanted to escape, remember?
You mean she was trying to get away with Mari?
Wouldn't put it past her. She saw the opportunity and grabbed it.
Well, she's not going to admit it now. She's the center of attraction. Well, look at her, will you?
Have you guys heard about Reb? I don't believe this place is a gig.
What about Reb?
Someone gave her a going over.
How do you know?
Heard a couple of screws talking. They did a really good job, too.
Winter?
Who else? One thing I'll say for Winter, she always pays her debts.
How can you be sure it was her?
Just a gut feeling. Don't worry, I'll find out.
Of course I can't prove it. I was escorting Winter out to the exercise yard at the time.
And we can't very well ask Winter, can we?
Precisely. That is why it's tailor-made for Keene. That's why she said it. Frankly, I'm surprised you're even taking this allegation seriously.
A prisoner has been badly beaten, Miss Ferguson. The doctor's examining her now. What do you suggest I do? Falsify my report and then get the doctor to do the same?
Look, it's obvious she just got into a fight.
That may be so. But the department's ruling is that if a prisoner wishes to lay a charge against an officer...
There is no evidence. Keane is simply...
There is also no evidence to support your story, which is why there has to be a hearing. You know departmental procedure better than anyone in this prison. So I really don't know what you expect me to do.
Am I being suspended from duty?
Not as far as I'm concerned. Of course, the department may feel differently, but in the meantime, I suggest you carry on with your normal duties.
And Keane?
Keep well away from her.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you? Eh? Blaming me because the department wanted to get rid of you. What is it, some kind of payback?
If I find that Keane is lying, I'll deal with her. If she isn't, I'll deal with you. That'll be all.
God, I'm not kidding. Some of the things in this book are unreal.
So are you? Will you shut up?
Yeah, is there a record in there for silence?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, why don't you try and break it?
Oh, God, you're a hoot, dude. I tell you what I did read. A bunch of models in Sydney set up a record for the longest fashion parade. 48 hours. Can you imagine? No, thanks. Ours was long enough. Oh, don't be silly. We could have romped it in. Why don't we give it a go? Not you, Rach. What about you? Oh, why not me? You won't be here, so what's the good of it?
One thing at a time, hey? Let's just say my trial's tomorrow and leave it at that.
Now, wait a minute. You go to court with that attitude and you might as well forget it.
Yeah.
Just being realistic, Jude.
Well, don't be.
Stuart, I got all that stuff from the kitchen for a celebration tonight.
I got smoked oysters and everything.
Smoked oysters? Well, why didn't you say so? Now they'll have to release.
Well, we were all wrong. I just found out who thumped Red.
Yeah, it was Mari, wasn't it?
Second choice.
Freak.
The one and only. And she's in big trouble.
No, wait a minute. How do you know that?
The main thing is we have the information. Pass it around, Marlene. I think everyone should enjoy it.
You must be slipping. Should have guessed it was the freak.
Yes. Fancy thinking it was your good friend, Mari.
What makes you think that?
Oh, just when I saw you trying to get on the chopper with her.
You have been talking a lot about escaping lately.
Yeah. It's nothing. Escaping's a mug's game.
Changed your mind, have you?
Yeah. Besides, where would I get the money for a helicopter?
How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. There's internal bleeding. I suspect a rib has punctured the lung, but I can't be certain till I get her to hospital.
Ambulance on its way? Good. Can I speak to her?
Don't think you'll get much sense out of her. She's heavily sedated.
Rebecca, it's Mrs. Reynolds. Can you hear me?
It was Ferguson. It was Ferguson. She kept hitting me.
Yes, all right, I understand that. But there's something else I have to know before I can do anything about it. Would you be prepared to repeat those charges at a tribunal hearing?
Yes. Yes.
You realize the consequences of testifying?
It's Ferguson.
I've got a great idea. I reckon Rach should blow the trial tomorrow and then come back here and live with us.
Yeah,
what do you reckon?
Rach? You've changed your tune. Why would I want to do that?
Well, look, Murray Winter's gone. No thanks to our little friend here.
Oh, knock it off.
And Ferguson's in the poo. She won't be here much longer. I reckon this place is going to be like a rest home.
Oh, don't you bet on it. Ferguson's got out of tighter spots than this. Right, Jude? Jude? What was that all about?
Something about a grandson.
David, he's all right, isn't he?
I think so. She was reading something about the Institute not getting a machine. Here it is. Mr. Ralph Snowden claims that the government cutbacks will cost the Institute $100,000.
What's that got to do with...
Hang on. This means that many afflicted people, mainly children, will be deprived of the new audiological teaching aid ordered by the Institute this year.
That's what it'll be. The grandson's totally deaf.
Oh, you're joking. And we were carrying on like a bunch of yobbos. I better go and cheer her up.
No, love. Look, I'll see you later. But right now, I think she needs a bit of time on her own.
Okay, as long as she's all right for the party tonight.
You know, Jude, she bounces back. She always has.
just going to see Shane Munro. Okay, to give him some chocolates?
Yes,
Thank
that's
you.
all right. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but would you mind telling me your name?
Certainly. It's Ferguson, Joan Ferguson. Why?
I'm afraid, Miss Ferguson, you won't be able to see Shane.
Why? He's all right, isn't he?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the boy. He's fine. It's just, well, I've had explicit orders not to let you see him.
And who gave those orders? It was his father, wasn't it?
Well, yes, I'm afraid it was. I'd be careful if I were you. He's not the friendliest person in the world.
Yes, well, he doesn't really worry me. Look, sister, I have to see Shane. The man who rescued him has died. Now, Shane has to be told. I certainly wouldn't trust that job to his father, would you?
Let's put it like this, Miss Ferguson. I've asked you to leave. I can't do more than that, can I? Now, I'm going to check on the patient in 419, and I should be about 15 minutes. Please don't be here when I come back.
Thank you.
Dr. Murphy, phone call. Forgot this.
Like hell I do.
Oh, come on, Jude. I read the article. It's not all that bad.
Not for you, maybe. But you haven't got a little grandson who's going to be deaf for the rest of his life.
No, but I've got a friend who has.
I'm sorry, Mara. It's just not fair, that's all. I know I've got a personal interest in it, but there are lots of other kids involved. Perfectly normal little kids who just can't hear properly. That machine could have given them a chance, Myra.
Okay, Grandma. Do something about it.
What do you expect me to do? I haven't got $100,000 tucked away in my savings account, have I? I don't know. I could sell Driscoll.
No,
I
I'm not
suppose.
talking about that.
Well, what then?
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of a petition.
That's a terrific idea, Myra. We'll get the petition and we'll pin it up on the front gate.
If you want to. Personally, I would send it to my local MP.
We're criminals, remember? We don't even have the vote. They're not going to bust a gut to do us a favor.
He will bust a gut if you happen to mention that your good friend is Camilla Wells, star of Talkback Radio. What do you reckon?
Oh, I reckon you've just got yourself a rise.
It's all right to cry, you know. Sometimes it helps.
It's just... Well, he was a great guy. And now he's dead. Because he was trying to save me.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't seem fair, does it? Do you know, Shane, it's all part of growing up. You'll lose friends, you'll lose people you love. And that doesn't make much sense at all. But, well, you've just got to get on with your own life and make some sense of that. And you know you can, because you're a pretty terrific bloke yourself.
Auntie Joan, I know you're old, but don't you die, will ya?
Oh, I don't think so. I've got to stick around for a while yet. Someone's got to look after you and Nicky.
What are you doing here, Ferguson? I told him to kick you out.
Don't talk to her like that!
It's all right, Shane. Just leaving, Mr. Munro.
Hurry up and do it. You shut up, kid, or I'll kick your girlfriend out myself.
Oh, yeah? Brought a few friends with you, have you?
What's your caper anyway, Ferguson? Little boys turn you on, do they?
Oh, Shane. See you tomorrow.
Like hell you'll see him. Don't walk away from me, Ferguson. You stay away from that kid, you hear me? He's mine! When he gets out here, he's going straight home where he belongs. And I tell you something else, too. I'm going to knock some bloody sense
Oh,
into
no, Munro. You lay a hand on that child, and I will have bits of you on toast for breakfast. And I mean very small bits.
That's bloody lovely. Been teaching him that sort of talk, have you?
As far as him going home to live with you, well, I haven't got much say in that at the moment. But don't get used to his company, because I'm going to drag you through every court in this country if I have to. So just remember that, Munro. It's a very expensive business.
Come on, somebody else take over. I want some grub.
What are you talking about? You just got there.
Hey, I thought you said there was lots of grub. Where's the rest of it?
Well, the others had to have a party too.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm as full as a boarding house Poe anyway. I'm stacked on £10.
Well, it's different for us skinny ones, you see. We can afford to go mad every now and then. What's next?
Ta-da! Sardines covered in chocolate. Oh, I
I'm sorry, Ray gave them to me in the middle of dessert.
I'll pass, Ma.
Why?
Because she doesn't want to be sick in court tomorrow, that's why.
Don't. I get a knot in my stomach every time I think about it.
You'll be right.
Oh, look, you're not passing out coffee yet. That always means the end.
Don't panic. We've got to drink a toast to Rachel, don't we?
Well, why do we have to use this?
Because we signed the pledge, have you forgotten?
Oh, well, I'll just have to drink this on my own then.
Where the hell did you get that?
Ray found it.
I'm beginning to like this, Ray. Ooh, what do you mean found it?
He found it in a flower bin. He reckons O'Regan's a cupboard drinker.
Ooh, I got to meet this Ray. He sounds too good to be true.
Talk about it or drink it.
Screw.
Better start wondering about your own quarters, ladies. It's not long till lights out.
Yeah, just finishing our coffee, Mr. Crookshank. Oh, do you think I could work in the kitchen tomorrow? Ma's playing up. I don't think I can handle the press.
Oh, it's a bit late, but see what I can do.
Yeah, thanks. Come on, where's the brandy? What's the matter?
Sat on the sardines. I think the bag's broken.
Yes, that's right, Ferguson. I'll wait at the main entrance. Thank you.
Miss Ferguson, there's no point in going up.
Oh, sorry.
She's still in the operating theatre. According to the sister, she could be there for several hours.
Oh, I see. Did they say how she is?
Yes. Of course, they can't tell until they operate, but it looks serious.
How serious?
Very. They're only giving her a 50-50 chance.
I didn't touch her, Governor. You have to believe that. I didn't touch her.
Whether or not I believe it has got nothing to do with it, not now.
But you must. They'll think that I was getting back at her for what she did to my father. Now, you have to tell them that was
Right
not...
now, all I'm interested in is telling Mrs. Keene that her daughter is in the operating theatre and might die. In any case, I'm not sure there's anything I could say that would help you. Let's just hope she gets through the next few hours.
And if she doesn't?
And Mrs. Keene would have lost a husband and a daughter, and you would be charged with murder.
Look like if you don't need your pal.
Okay, now cut the chatter, and we won't go on with it.
Oh, beauty girls would have to work today.
Instead, we'll all get the mops and buckets out and clean the prison from top to bottom. Right, now, Desmond, Young, Murray and Mitchell are in the kitchen, so be nice to them or you won't get a decent meal.
Oh, Joe.
How come you're on kitchen duties?
You're on garden duty.
I put my name down for it last night.
Oh, any particular reason?
No, I just wanted to change, that's all.
Hey, Mr. C, any news on Murray Winter? Have they got it back yet?
No, not yet, but don't worry, they will.
Yeah, just as long as they don't bring her back here, that's all I care about.
Well, I doubt it. Now, can we get on with this mustard, please?
Yeah, go for it, Mr. C.
Right, Brodie, Farrer, Turner, Bryant, Warren and Brent are in the laundry. A new prisoner will be joining you later, name of Baker.
Baker? You've got to be kidding. She's a flaming nutcase.
Come on, give her a chance, will you?
Give her a chance. Have you read the papers? She cuts people up into pandy little bite-sized pieces and she buries them all over the backyard. I know you're supposed to spread yourself around, but that's flaming ridiculous.
Believe it or not,
yourself
ladies,
together.
believe it or not, that completes the muster. And you've got 10 minutes to get to your work areas. And that means everybody. Oh, no, hang about. No, it doesn't. Rachel, you're to stay in your cell until your court escort arrives. The rest of you, vamoose. Come on, Scarpa.
Well, I guess we'd better say goodbye now, because I don't think you'll be coming back.
I wish everyone would stop saying that. I'm starting to believe it.
Oh, well, you'll be right. Just remember what I said. Go in there with the right attitude and you will romp it in.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Well, if I do get off, what I'm trying to say is if I do
We
get off...
know what you're trying to say. We're going to miss you too. You're one of the nice ones.
Silly, isn't it? I was scared of you when I first came here. I don't blame you. They're very dangerous characters. No, you're not. Bunch of softies. I'm going to miss you very much.
Hiya. Morning. You just arrived?
Yeah, I did. Why?
Oh, I'm after blood. I think we're going to have to make the night shift use paper cups from now on.
Oh, good one. I cleaned up after them yesterday. Anything special on today?
No, not really. Oh, Milsom's going to court, and we're going to move Baker in with Myra Desmond. Do you want to look after that?
Oh, do I have to?
Well, not if you don't want it.
Good, that's what I want. I don't want to. Not that I want to sound like a big girl or anything. It's just that one really gives me the creeps.
Well, you shouldn't believe everything you read in the papers.
It's got nothing to do with the papers. My big brother Bill, did I tell you he was a cop? Oh, yeah. Anyway, he was in on the arrest. And some of the things he told me, no kidding, it's enough to put you off your Wheaties for a week.
Well, don't. I don't think I want to know.
Okay, did you hear anything about Keane?
Well, she's had the operation, but she's not out of it yet. They've had to put her into intensive care.
Oh, boy, she must be really crook.
Looks like it.
Do you think Miss Ferguson did it?
I'm afraid there's only two people that can answer that question.
Oh, I don't know. You seem to have made your mind up about it.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Joan. If you heard the entire conversation, you'll know that that isn't what I said.
The question was asked. That's enough.
Of course it was asked. I mean, a very serious charge has been laid
Should
against
never
you.
have happened. How are we supposed to run this place if the prisoners can do that any time they feel like it?
Oh, for God's sake, Joan, the girl is fighting for her life. I hardly think she said it just for something to say.
I see. A deathbed confession, so it has to be true. Is that what you mean?
Of course not.
Keane claims that there were only two of us there. Now, how the hell am I supposed to defend myself?
It's your problem, Joan, not mine.
Sticky fingers.
I only wanted one piece.
No, where's the third piece? Uncle Ray has been watching, hasn't he? Myra, be a treasure, get me some more sugar.
Brown or white?
Yeah, brown. And some cinnamon, too.
Well, I've finished that now. What do you want me to do?
Well, you can be Mrs. Clean and get rid of this apple peeling, if you like.
I can't. The bin's full.
Well, then empty it, Pat.
All right, don't get your wig wet.
Oh, don't be chicken.
Sorry, Auntie Ray.
Heavens, will you listen to me? I'm starting to sound like the Wicked Witch of the West. Go on, Louse, we're getting behind.
You're saying it was the realization that the deceased Trevor Priest was not to be punished that caused your momentary breakdown.
Objection. Counsel is putting words into the witness's mouth.
Objection sustained.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Miss Milson, could you please tell us in your own words what instigated the accident causing Trevor Priest's death on the aforementioned date?
Yes. Well, he just walked out of the courthouse.
You mean the deceased Trevor Priest?
Yes. He just got off the charge of running down my father, and he was so smug. He killed Pop, and all he could think was that he didn't have to pay.
Your Honor, I don't see what reading minds has to do with this case.
Your Honor, I'm trying to establish the accused's state of mind immediately prior to the accident. Now, if my learned friend here is not quite...
Thank you, Mr. Fuller. If we could continue. And Miss Milson, please stay with the facts.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, if you could tell the court exactly what happened after you got into the car.
But I don't remember. I told you that I don't remember. I just kept seeing my father dead and that man Priest smirking at me. He didn't care. Don't you understand that? That bastard killed my father and he didn't care.
What do you reckon,
Oh,
dude?
for God's sake, will you give it a rest, Marlene?
Oh, come on, it'll be great fun. Fun me aching feet. Oh, you can pick really easy things like throwing frisbees or a yo-yo marathon, eh? What about that, eh?
Oh, stinks. Why don't you shut your mouth for 5 minutes? That'd be a record.
Up your nose. Jeez, Jot, you knock everything.
Only because you talk a lot of garbage.
Pooh.
Right? Mrs. Baker, put it to work. Name's Bev. Not my idea of a good time. So, what do you reckon I should put my hand to?
Why don't you give Marlene over there a hand with the folding? I'm Judy.
Right, Judy. Marlene? Granny?
Her name's Dot. She doesn't like you calling her Granny.
Oh, right. Sorry, Dot, I didn't mean... Guess I'll have to work on my public relations, eh?
It's true you cut some guy up and
Marlene! Sorry, Bev. Marlene doesn't seem to realize we don't ask people why they're in here.
Doesn't worry me. Sure, I chopped him up. But the papers got it wrong on one point. Big codger he was. I couldn't get the head in. So I stashed it in the cupboard. The rats had a good feed.
Jeez, you must have hated a person a lot.
I didn't know him from Adam. You should see the looks on their faces. Stays there after they're dead. Funny, that. What's the matter, Marlene? So I blew it this time. Got caught. So what?
Yeah.
So, let's get to work, eh?
And so, ladies and gentlemen, what we have is not the devoted, adoring daughter outraged with grief, as some would have us believe, but a spoilt, willful woman used to getting her own way. A man cleared of any crime by a properly constituted court was cold-bloodedly murdered because what Rachel Milsom believed should have happened in that courtroom didn't happen. And so, as any spoiled child would, she took it upon herself to bring down the ultimate sentence on Trevor Priest, death.
That's a lie. It didn't happen like that at all. You've got to believe
Miss Milson! Another outburst like that and you will be charged with contempt. Your counsel has been appointed by you to speak your case. Let's leave it that way, shall we?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just a touch of pepper, I think? Oh no, my pepper grinder's growing legs. Myra, sweetie, come and help, or I'll never have lunch ready in time.
What's it matter if a bit of pepper's missing?
What's it matter? What's it matter? Honestly, girls, your pellets have been totally ruined. I've checked there.
Do you want me to get rid of this stuff?
No, keep an eye on the custard. Bobby will fix it if ever she comes back. Knows how to get out of work, this one. Oh!
I thought she was filling the salt shakers in the dining room.
No, love, I sent her to empty the rubbish bin. The truck's coming, and obviously little devil's having rested under it.
Bobby, no!
Myra, what happened? What happened? Oh, the custard!
Okay, now what's all the hullabaloo about? You want to lift out of here or something?
The rubbish in there, you're going to have to go through it.
What? Come off it.
What on earth got into you, Myra? You can't expect this.
Do it! Look, if you want the governor out here, okay, I'll get her. But it's got to be done.
You know, if I watch you work this gizmo, I've always been fascinated by the way these things work. And of course, you see them in those terrible B-grade moves, being used to dispose of some poor, unfortunate remains.
What are you doing up there, you silly little bitch? Back off, Myra. Just get out. Don't even say anything. Oh, bloody get out of there. Oh, come on. Bloody hell. Bloody fool. How far did you think it?
Hey, what am I supposed to be looking for anyway?
It's okay, I found it, thanks.
Bloody women! I tell you, mate, I don't know how you stand working with me.
Oh, God. My lunch.
Oh, come off it, Dot.
Now you listen. I know what works and what doesn't. You put, Dear Barry, there's lots of deaf kids in your election need that newfangled machine. You help them to get it, and they'll vote for you. How's that?
Yes, thank you very much.
That's all right, love. If I had a deaf grandson, I'd be writing to my local MP, but you have got to know how to go about it.
I've got it. I've got it, Jude. We have an eating contest. What's the matter, Jude?
Oh, probably caught my headache. I had one all bloody morning. They ought to give us earplugs working in that noisy laundry, all that clanking and pishing.
Pishing?
Will you two shut up?
Well...
Can't even
Oh,
open your
Marlene,
mouth.
I'm sorry. It's just... Look, I'm having a hell of a time here trying to figure out how I can even get the government to consider giving us money, let alone doing it.
My dad always reckons getting money out of the government's like getting blood out of a stone.
Yeah, it is. You should have seen me trying to get money out of the government for the halfway house. It was like getting blood out of a stone every time I try.
I'm hungry and I haven't even
The
got any
dinner bell
biscuits
is going
left.
to go in a minute.
Yeah, rabbit food, I bet you. I reckon that's all that newfangled cook can do.
I've got it. We raise money by breaking a world record, then we can buy the machine.
stupid idea. Letters are better to politicians.
We can get groups behind us and everything.
I can't see the government handing out money to a bunch of criminals that are eating pies or throwing around
If we
frisbees.
think of something better to do, I bet Mrs. Reynolds would help us out.
Ladies' mail, Brent Jones.
Miss Rogers, your father used to be good at all that, didn't he?
What?
Oh, Jude wants to raise money for deaf kids, and I reckon we can do it by breaking the world record. We get sponsors, you know, so much an hour and a lump sum if we do it.
Oh, yeah. You'd need to get a lot of publicity to get your sponsors, though.
See, Jude, told ya.
Yeah, maybe.
I could ask my brother. He did help Dad a lot with raising funds for the Police Boys Club.
And you were to see her brother, Jude, talk about a spunk. You tell Bill I've still got the hots for him, okay? We'll make a fortune, mate.
Half a fortune to do, mate. I'm gonna wash up.
Hey, Marlene. That's Screw's brother. He wouldn't be a cop by any chance.
Sure would. And so was his dad. Nice family. Pole sitting! It'd be great fun as long as you had a radio up there.
Just how far do you think you would have got? The gate guard checks underneath all the trucks before they leave.
I could have made a run for it.
Oh.
It's all right for you, isn't it? You can do what you like, but if one of us tries it, we're stupid, dumb moles. We'll up yours.
Bobby was trying to escape. Isn't that what was going on out there?
Well, it didn't happen, so let's forget it, okay?
How exciting. I was in the middle of an escape bit and I didn't know. And maybe, as a head chef, I was supposed to report the incident.
Now you do that, buddy boy, and I will tell the very same officer that you have been helping yourself to the kitchen stores. Then you'd be in for some real thrills, wouldn't you?
There's no need to be bitchy. I'm not in the habit of telling tales. Quick, get those trolleys out of here. Don't forget this.
What'd I tell you? Rabbit food. Not enough here to feed a chicken.
Suppose I thought an old chook like you wouldn't eat much, eh?
I'm only kidding. I bet. Those chops, one bite and they're gone.
Well, they probably figured we need to lose weight. I can't understand why, though.
I work hard at keeping my figure the way it is.
Dining's for the birds. Are we allowed seconds here?
You'd be lucky. Ferguson's on duty.
Likes throwing her weight around, does she?
And how?
Bit of luck, though. She won't be here for much longer.
Yeah, poor bloody Reb. Freak tried to kill her, you know.
But she didn't. She blew it, did she? That's the trouble when you try killing someone when you're out of control. You don't think clearly. You either don't get the job done, or you leave too many clues around.
That how you
Marlene.
No. I don't know how they got onto me. Funny thing is, they think I only killed once.
How many have you killed?
Marlene, please, do you mind? I don't want to talk about this. It's putting me off my food.
You should be around when I'm chopping them up. Talk about a bloody mess. Hey, bloody mess. You like it?
Yeah, okay, good one. You coming for tea Friday? I'll tell Mum. Huh? You're kidding.
The latest hogwash that Warren's stirring up?
A marathon. I think it's a great way to raise money.
Great way to waste time.
Not if it's to aid handicapped children.
Bill was just telling me some more about that new prisoner, Beverly Baker.
I haven't met her yet. Don't think I want to, from what I've read.
He reckons she's a real oddball. Answered the questions like she was hoping for a free packet of soap powder. Creepy little lady, all right.
No different to any of the others, as far as I can see.
Oh, you're kidding. Even the newspapers call her the beast. Have to be as strong as an ox to hack a body up like that. Maybe she used a power saw.
And maybe you've got an overactive imagination.
Did your brother give you any clues on how to get the sponsorship underway?
Oh, yeah. He said try sporting groups and businesses. Most of them will back anything if it's good for the community. Do you think Mrs. Reynolds will think it's okay?
Oh, I'm sure she will. It's for a good cause. I must be off. Joy's expecting me in B-block.
Okay, bye. I think it's really great what the women are doing.
A little different to the usual trouble they stir up.
You can't give an inch where they're concerned, can you? Hell, they're not always to blame for everything that happens around here.
Meaning?
No hidden meanings, Miss Ferguson. Just making a statement.
Rachel Milson, this court has found you guilty of murder. However, due to the extenuating circumstances outlined in your case, I have decided to accept the jury's recommendation that you be treated leniently. I sentence you to 5 years imprisonment with a minimum term of 3 years. I recommend the sentence be served at Tokenball State Farm. Court is dismissed.
Hey, Jude, are you sure there's nothing else I can help you with over here?
Yes, I'm positive. Will you just go and do some folding? We'll never finish before the bell goes.
Jude, she's giving me the creeps. What if she decides to do one of us in?
Now, that isn't likely. They wouldn't have put her in here with us if they thought she was going to continue her hobby.
They don't know about the rest, do they?
There's safety in numbers, Nellie. Now, will you drop it, forget it, and just go and fold?
No why Dot was so quick to get away with this.
Will you go? Go.
I'll give you a hand.
Thanks. You're not scared of me, are you?
Me? No. Why should I be scared of you?
You've been running around like a scared rabbit all afternoon.
Oh, no, I was just preoccupied with finding a record for us to break.
Oh, right. You don't have to worry about me, you know. I've only killed strangers, never mates. I think you and I are going to be good mates.
Oh, good. Jude?
It's not my fault it won't go straight. The wheels bust, isn't it? Stop! Do you want me carried on me back? There it can stay.
Well, it's not like you to get your knickers in a knot.
I'm sick of the muddies making fun of an old lady. If I was 10 years younger, you'd be wearing this.
Come on now, Dot. The bell's gone. Go and watch some television and calm down. I'll make sure that thing's fixed for you in the morning.
I just hope my dinner doesn't start grinning at me, that's all.
Come on. Miss Rogers, have you found out anything about the sponsorships yet?
Oh, yeah, look, there's no problems there. But just make sure you get all your ideas set out properly before you see Mrs. Reynolds.
Oh, sure, no worries.
That's right, we're going to
properly, Marlene.
We're forming a little think tank. There'll be no problems at all, huh? Think tank.
Baker, come on, I want to lock up.
So you're Rogers, eh? Yes. I know a cop named Bill Rogers. Be funny if you were related, wouldn't it?
Now make sure you got it all off this time. I don't want burnt syrup ruining up my sponge delights tomorrow.
Yes.
How's it going, Patty?
Fine, fine.
Listen, sweetie, about those little trifles I take home now and again.
Oh, yes?
Well, I'd appreciate if nothing is said in the wrong places.
You trying to bribe me?
Good heavens, girl, no, I can't afford it. The pay here is so lousy compared to what I'm used to. A couple of free goodies and I don't have to worry about the pantry at home.
Don't tell me you have a wife and 4 starving children to feed?
Spare me, no love. But I'm always asked out somewhere. I can't wear rags, can I? I'm just trying to save where I can. You know how it is.
Yes, I do. I'm still paying off this little creation.
Sorry, Pat. Call me Mr. Inconsiderate.
Oh, get away, you silly bugger. You can rip this place off as much as you like. Just make sure we don't get blamed.
Cross my heart, and I love you.
Finished, Bobbikins.
Yeah, I'm just going to clean the sink now.
Oh, good girl. Now, where did I leave my blessed... Oh, Mr. Crookshank, how lovely.
Here's Johnson Jenkins for you, Mr. Proctor.
There's no need. 4 girls are enough, and we are doing brilliantly, aren't we, sweeties?
Well, I'm sorry to break up a good team, but they're here to replace Desmond and Mitchell.
Oh, well, silly me. Myra, Bobbikins.
Come along, Bobby. I've not got all day.
All right, keep your set and I'm coming.
See you tomorrow, sweeties.
What did you put in your pocket?
It's just me hanky.
Okay, off you go.
And what do you think of those lovely tartlets I sent for afternoon tea, Mr. Crookshank?
Well, I'm not really into tarts, Mr. Proctor. But, well, I'm sure the others enjoyed them.
Oh, it's just no pleasing some people.
Oh, my roommate. I'm Bev Baker, moved in this morning. You're Myra, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Heard you're the boss around here. Must keep you busy.
It depends. I'm hoping it'll be nice and quiet for a while. Just got rid of one troublemaker.
Don't worry about me. I read about you and what happened. I don't know why you didn't knock off your old man years ago.
It's none of your business why I'm in here, Baker. And if you want to get along with everyone, I suggest you remember that.
Fair enough. I just thought we had something in common. Both killed men.
We've got nothing in common. I don't enjoy killing. Now let's drop the subject.
Fine. I don't know why you're so strung up about it.
Yes, I will. Right, thank you very much, sister. Yes, I'll tell Mrs. Reynolds. Goodbye.
Is that about Keen?
Yes, she's still in intensive care and there's no change.
I wonder if Miss Ferguson really did do it.
Who knows? Right, are these Milsoms?
Oh, yeah. Apparently the poor kid was pretty upset about being moved to Tokenball. She wanted to stay here with her mates.
Oh, she'll be all right when she settles in. It's a much better place to work out your sentence than in here.
Oh, God, I can't argue with that after all the things that have happened to me since I came. Can I bend your ear a minute? I sort of got something niggling me.
Right. Bend away.
Well, I've got a pretty strong suspicion that Miss Ferguson played a large part in stirring up that riot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the fact that she didn't raise the alarm, but I reckon she drugged the coffee. Dennis and I hashed it over and Dot didn't have time to do it, so that only leaves Miss Ferguson.
Have you got anything more concrete to go on?
Just a gut feeling.
You'll have to have more than that. I mean, if Joan was behind it, she'll have covered her tracks by now.
Oh, God, it's amazing what she gets away with. Is it worth mentioning it to Mrs. Reynolds?
Oh, yes, I think you should. I mean, whether the department takes it up is another story.
Hello, Meg. Long time no see.
Annie, what brings you out here?
A little chat with your Miss Ferguson if she's around.
Oh, she's on her tea break.
Look, if you'd just like to sign in, I'll take you through then.
Right.
Holy hell, they must be taking Keen's claims seriously.
Never thought I'd see the day.
I'm sick to death with hearing about how dumb I am. So what the hell do you expect me to do? Pat you on the back? Hail a passing garbage truck? You could have been killed, you know that?
Crying out loud!
I just don't want you to ever do anything like that again. Now, I care about you,
Oh,
Bobby.
sure you can. If you cared, you'd help me get out of here.
And where would you go? Where, huh? You'll be back here in 5 minutes flat.
Myra got out because we all helped her, remember? Whatever's good enough for her is good enough for me, and I'm going to do it without any help as well.
No, you're not.
Well, she is. Don't do as I do, but do as I say. A great top dog you are.
Now, just hang on a minute. When I got out, it was for a damn good reason, and I planned on coming back. There's a big difference.
Oh, yeah, the only difference is I'm not coming back.
Bobby, listen to me and listen good, because I'm only going to say it once. You are not going over the wall. Look, I'm not trying to be a narc. I'm trying to save you a hell of a lot of trouble. Do you understand?
You bet I do. And I'm going the first chance I get.
Yes, thank you. And would you tell him I'll be in to see him tonight? Right. Bye-bye.
Joan, Detective Inspector Barrett to see you.
Miss Joan Ferguson?
Yes?
I have a warrant here for your arrest.
I see. Keen's feeling better, is she? And what's the charge?
The abduction of a minor, Miss Ferguson. One Shane Munro.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.